Well, that was really bizarre. So, stream randomly crashed for no reason. But hey, technical difficulties happen, right back at it. So, yeah, it's a jet sweep, as we called it. Knew that was going to happen. By the way, we're still back to Shakopee versus Hopkins. Shakopee's still in the red. Hopkins is still in the white. Finally into the second quarter. Oh, Shakopee just does such a great job. Watch how their safeties play. I'm not liking how the corner plays in the jet sweep, but look at the safety coming up and filling. Rest of the defense is chasing from behind. It's a great way to play the jet sweep. Gold star to Shako for that. Tab cap? No, tab capture's looking. All right. For some reason, I thought it was like bigger than it should be. Look kind of big, but yeah, I don't know. We'll roll with it. It's got to be a pass now, right? Oh yeah, okay, duh. It's 4th and long, 4th and 12, passing down. Shakopee brings a blitz, of course. Quarterback's got time to throw. Ooh, hey, throw the ball up to your stud. 50 ball. I'll take that anytime. All right, so 4th down, Shako takes over. Oh, forgot to change that. You were not watching 4A sections. You're currently watching Shako versus Hopkins. Shakopee versus. There we go. So Shako versus Hopkins. They're back. They're still running 8 men on the box. Up call. Cover 3, even though they just got burned running the 3 deep. Shakopee is... Oh, okay. So this, I got wrong. Which way are they going? They're going to the unbalanced wing side. This is outside veer. Or is it? No, they actually call inside veer. How do I know it's inside veer? I want to say it's outside because it looks like they're leaving the C-gap defender unblocked. But he gets his hands on him right there. If it truly was... You know what? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to call this inside or outside veer. I'd have to ask the Shakopee coach. Well, I doubt that they'd tell me, but maybe I'll have to find someone to ask. But he comes through unblocked. What does he do? This is a good example of how the option works. You can't just label it, oh, they dive on this play, they pitch on this play. That changes depending on what the defense does. They're reading the defense. Watch Mr. Forsberg's eyes right here. He is reading that C-gap defender on the first level. As soon as he sees he commits to the dive, he takes the football himself, and he's gone. Also, I think we have a switch block. We absolutely have a switch block on the backside. This is great calling right here. So switch block. Coming down, coming around. That is your dive key right there. This is your pitch key. Those two are getting read like a book right now. So watch. Dive key. Forsberg sees. He attacks right there. Next up is the pitch key. What's the pitch key do? Oh, so going back to the other diagram, you gotta stick with your rules, man. Where did I put it? You gotta stick with your rules. If you are getting the quarterback, you don't look inside to get the dive. You come get the quarterback. If you don't do that, well, then a great quarterback like Mr. Forsberg here is going to see that, and he's going to take off and run. And then by the time you do realize he's got the ball, now they're making the pitch that much further down the field. Switch block works great here. Is this going to be a touchdown? Oh, he fumbled. Oh. Pitched the ball a little bit high. Running back. I don't know if that's on the quarterback. Running back. See how he's got his head turned? He's watching where he's going to go right there before he fully gets the ball. And then Shakopee, I'd like to see the slot back do a better job block. Don't chop your feet and then go attack. I don't know which hip they meant to attack or run with, but yeah, get out there and get him so he can't trip him up like that. And then fumble. Thankfully, he falls on it, but it could have been a much bigger play. That could have been a touchdown. You get better arc block there, and the running back actually catches the ball in stride. That is 100% a touchdown, Shakopee. Now, going back, now they're in... This is unbalanced, or is it too tight? So I think it's incorrectly labeled as too tight, because if you look, you have 2 receivers. Do they get down? So he gets down, so they have a tight end. So this is actually wing slot tight. I'm going to change that. Is this down here? This is wing slot tight. Here we go. New formation play call because receivers tight. The same thing as the regular wing slot, and Egan runs this formation, just instead of the X being out here, X is lined up in tight. Hence, wing slot tight. If it's inside veer, it's got to go this way. This might be one I'm mislabeled. If it's going out here, it's got to be an outside veer for the most part. And no, it is an inside veer to the tight end because look who comes unblocked. The C-gap defender. See how nobody touches him? And guess what? If you look at Forsberg's eyes, ooh, you bet he's reading them. Right there, you can tell. There's your handoff key. And it's in the letter R. Pitch does not start with the letter R. There's your pitch key. Right there. Boom. He's going to go arc out and hit him. He's the pitch man. Let's see how it goes. Oh, no, he didn't even need to arc out there and hit him. Oh, yeah, that is where he's aiming to. It's just because they don't want to block that guy. He's just getting in the way. But what is... He's coming up to hit the quarterback. So, again, what is your read key doing? If your read key runs upfield or just stays, then the fullback's getting the ball 100% of the time. Only way he's not getting the ball is if he crashes in hard, which he doesn't do here. So again, see how he just runs off the line and he runs upfield? Gotta stick with those rules. Gotta stick with the rules, Hopkins. He gets QB. He's your C-gap defender. He's a defensive end. He has to hit the running back. It doesn't matter who's going to get the ball. His job is to take the running back. Go get the running back. Do not touch the quarterback, because then you're doing someone else's job. You leave an opening. They get the dive. Ooh. All right. Receiver blocking makes big plays. In this case, downfield blocking. Tight end. Hit him. Pinch him. Or get out there and get a piece. And then guess what? That's a touchdown. This could have been a touchdown. But instead, he's charging, and those two are just dilly-dallying in the middle. Like, it doesn't matter if you know the guy behind you is coming or not. Go give him the sauce. Attack. Okay, next up. This might actually... It says unbalanced wing slot. Are they? Yes, they are, because wing is on this side. No wing over here, just a slot. Unbalanced, because the wing's on the same side as the X. This could be inside or outside. Okay, it's the same play again, inside veer. What is the Hopkins player doing? Does he attack the running back? No, he runs upfield. And look at that. The dive's going to get the ball. There's nobody out there. Oh. Never mind. The backside inside linebacker is going to come around and get him. Great read by the Hopkins linebacker. Yeah, Shakopee, tackle. Got to get over there and get him. If you have a double team on the point of attack here, you got to get into that backer. If you're not going to get to that backer, we're not getting the double team at the point of attack. These guys all did a good job, but yeah, let's attack the guy that's going to tackle us instead of falling to the ground. Okay, this might actually be double wing. Too tight. Yes, it is, because you have tight end H-back on each side. Definite double wing. Oh, classic counter, Shakopee counter tray here. So this is what they like to set up. So they just ran veer twice. Motion is going this way. Fullback dive is going that way. But the ball, and you'll notice, they pull a guard and a tackle. Counter tray. EP loves this. I think Shako probably took this from Eden Prairie. Guard's going to do a kick out block, and then you get your right tackle, Trey Boyd, leading up the hole. Yeah, he didn't touch anybody. It was a little bit hard, but penalty, so it comes back. But hey, that's when you want to call counter Trey. That's a good job. This is a passing touchdown for 64 yards? I might have mislabeled this too, so I don't think this is an actual flood. This might be waggle, and they're behind the sticks, so it makes sense to pass. They do a fake toss and come back. Yeah, this is waggle. So instead of flood right, waggle right. 47 waggle pass right. Huh. Yep, and Hopkins didn't... Yeah, cornerback was playing run, not pass. Great play call, Shako. Great execution. Offensive formation. Kick return. Kick. All right. Hopkins is stuck. They're behind. Oh. Yeah, I'd almost let him get the touchback. Shakopee's doing a great job winning the field position game. Defense is not ready to play. D-line's not out there. Okay, tight ends that side, running backs here. If it is inside zone that way, please no. Do not bring him in motion. If they're going to do that same thing, don't do it. Do not bring him in motion. Okay, good. But it's still the same inside zone run. They gotta work on that. So they're all over that way, so that's good, but you gotta make him play lower gear. Don't have him attack like that. If he is gonna attack that hard, then he has to fill in here, and that does not allow him to be out there in the pass pattern. So a little bit better job playing low gear from the backside D end. I think we'll clean that up for Shako. Same thing. If there is a jet, is it pro? It says that it's pro twins. Is the tight end actually on this side? Yeah, because his hands aren't down, so this might be my least favorite run play again. They might do the jet motion and then inside zone that way because, again, running back's there. Tight end is opposite of him. Your run threat is coming away. Shakopee is slid over this way. Outside backer is up and ready to attack it. Please. No! He's not getting the ball. You know the jet motion is not getting the ball. You know it's not going to happen. The running back is not in position to get him again. It's inside zone. Of course it is. And so this is the one thing they're taking advantage of that Hopkins gets credit for. They're going back into the cutback lane every time because Shakopee is over pursuing and they're not playing good low gear on the back side of the zone. If they clean that up, Hopkins literally would get 0 yards with their scheme. I don't know what that was. Some of the film just loads kind of weird. Wing again. Okay, did we clean it up a little bit? See, I don't like when they're calling it now, and this is why icing would help, because look, when you called it earlier, he was up here, and he went in there to get him. Now, he's out here in the pass pattern, so if you have him come out here, block there, one, this is a mismatch. I don't want a wide receiver blocking an outside backer. That's usually one of the better kids in a 3-4 defense. I want him on a safety, both of them on DBs, and get him up in there. So again, clap. I don't like the look. Let's not call that swing. Change the play at the line of scrimmage, and then you get a better look. Hey, they actually got a lot of nice yards out of it. What did Shakopee's safety do? Oh. Safety stepped inside, corner stepped inside. So if you go that way, no problem. Hopkins actually has good blocking. Oh, well. Literally right as I said Hopkins has good blocking. There comes a flag, man. Oh, that's rough. Okay, backed up. They had a first down too. 10 personnel. I want to say they're passing. It says they're rushing. Okay, if they're going to run, it's just zone that way, right? They're not going to do jet sweep that way, and that's where he's set up to be. Oh, it is a pass. Okay, so that was just wrong. Sack. Shako brings 6. How many did Shako bring? Yep, they brought all 6. They took an all-out bet. The coverage is pretty solid. They played man. Deep was open. If you would have hit a quick post or quick fade, you had that. Oh, this is the punt return touchdown. Oh, boy. Outside, yeah. Just got to do a better job pursuing. Yay, Shako. Oh, boy. Play 57. How long does this thing go on for? There's 149 plays. I am only just over a third of the way through. Oh, boy. Yeah, I might not have to go through this entire game. I mean, I don't know how much more there is to really touch on. Shakopee's done their bread and butter. Hopkins has done their bread and butter. Not too much more to go over. So Hopkins back on offense. says it's a run play again. Running back's that side. It's got to be zoned that way if it's an actual run. Maybe it's a quarterback scramble and it's just mislabeled. Let's see. So I like this. See how running back's on the same side? This is well set up. And if you do a counter step, that'd be fantastic. Because then, you get the whole defense going that way, you run against the grain. This is good setup. Or you actually do the jet. Either way, that's great. Because then it forces you to decide as a defender, because the running back is in correct position to lead block. That's fantastic. Ten personnel. Are they really going to run again? It says it's a run play, but I feel like it's got to be a sack, right? It's not a jet. No. Oh, my least favorite Hopkins play. So, again, you just had a good jet setup. Move the running back over here. Jet that way. Zone that way. That is how you want to set that up. Because you're faking jet that way, your running back's over here. He's not in position to lead block for the jet. You know that he's not getting the jet. It's going to be inside zone. And again, look at where the Shakopee defense is going. Exactly where you're sending your running back, because they're going with the motion. Great play, Shakopee. Hopkins, change the way you call that. Do not run a run play to the same direction of the jet motion. Ooh, it says this is a big pass play. I'm excited. Flood. Yep, flood. So, surprised that Shakopee didn't get their blitz on. Last time Shakopee did this, remember they had him cheated up here and him out here, and they blitzed right into it. This time they're playing it a bit more passively. They blitz the backside. Nobody gets there. It's the deep ball. I like when they pass deep to that basketball kid, the 4-star, whatever his name is. He's getting great plays. He's going up there, and he's got the... I'd take him over the Shakopee DB. That's a great mismatch you got out there. And I got the ball off fast enough that time. That was great. Gold star Hopkins. Okay, yeah, see? Those four go with the bubble. But that leaves 7 to play the inside zone. So, not liking that. Gotta throw the bubble. Especially if they're giving you that look. So again, pre-snap. Where are the outside backers lined up? The other outside backer is way inside of the slot receiver. He's not going to be able to get out there in time. Especially if his first read is running here and you do a fake handoff. So you have running back this side. Fake zone that way. Throw the bubble here. Block here, outside. That's beautiful, because then he reads run. He's coming that way. He's going to play low gear and just sit there. Well, if we're getting a ball out here, he can't get out there in time before your slot receiver who's going this way just keeps going that way. Yeah, definitely come up, ice play call, look over, and that way you can see what you actually want. Yeah, that was the same thing we just talked about. Perfect. I mean, what is it? 2nd and 7? Yeah, yeah, running is obvious. But again, if you run, what are you going to do? Jet sweep? Oh, great. It's going to be jet sweep. Fantastic. See, this is what I mean. See how you know it's going to be based on how Hopkins is running, because the running back is on this side. They've only ran with the motion. So you know he's going to come out here and lead block, and it's going to be a jet. Gotta sell something on the back side so that those plays complement each other. If it's going to be jet and he lead blocks, that's set up fantastic. But then when you do a fake jet, the running back can't be here going that way with the jet. You got to have running back on this side and go away from the jet. That way Shaco's defense is going that way, and you're actually running back that way. And you still have the same number of blockers because you're still running inside zone. Yeah, they're having success. I'd like to see some of those guys turn and get upfield a little more, or get downfield a little more. A good play. Jet sweep is working for Hopkins. I change what side the running back's on when you do the jet fakes. That way, get a little bit more sauce out of it. Those two plays would complement each other as it is. So again, we're right back to the run plays not complementing each other. Jet goes that way. Gonna go this way. These guys are coming to the point of attack. And look, now there's all these Shako defenders. They know Jet is not getting the ball because there's no running back to lead block for him. Kid makes an athletic move, but again, it's literally no gain. Like, you're not helping your own athletes out by setting it up that way. Minor change. You do, or if you do the jet motion this way and run back that way, that works. If we're jet motioning this way, running back has to be on that side, run back that way. Get the Shakopee defense going 2 different directions, and we make the play. Fantastic. But as is, not bringing a lot of sauce. Okay, next up. What is it? 4th and 4, pass play. They don't think they can run. What makes sense. Notice Shakopee shifted out of their, what's it called? They're not in their nickel package. They're in their base 3-4 defense now. Low snap. Roll out. We get a pass. Ooh, what a toe tap. Great catch. Come back over. Okay, so now we're in trips open. I really hope it's not flood to the right. It seems like they're lined up to run flood to the right. He is set to roll out. Let's see. So it wasn't flood. This is wide open, that post from the number 3. They're getting that every time. What do they run here? Hitches? Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably go to the quick pass game if you're a spread offense and you're not as good at getting the ball downfield, or your quarterback isn't able to get the ball out as quickly. Force them to go to a quick pass game. Or I should say, not if your quarterback can't get the ball out. If your O-line cannot pass protect for all that long, and they're high school kids, you should never have to ask your O-line to pass protect for an extended amount of time. Shorten up the pass concepts. Go with quick passes, beat outs, slants, hitches. Much better. You'll gain yards. You won't have incompletions. Game clock keeps moving. Oh, back to the tunnel. Back to tunnel. So, again, where are the defenders? If you look out here, where's the outside backer? He's right here inside the box. There's only 2 men out there. Bubble should be the call here, not tunnel. There's more defenders in here than there are out here. So I would 100% call bubble here, not tunnel. Especially because he's playing 5 yards off. He's 10 yards off. What's he going to do? Come up there? Get a block there. He goes around. You force him to try and make a tackle out here. You're going to get yards on it. Especially if you do a fake handoff to this side. He's guaranteed to come. That leaves it as a 2-on-2. But instead, bring him back inside. Safety makes a great play. And because we ran tunnel instead of bubble, you're just bringing him right into the safety. And instead of catching the ball out here in stride, he's catching it in here and then has to try and reverse course. And he does, right into a safety. Boom. No, Jet, don't. So running back, and if it is a run play, which it shouldn't be, as his pass, we're 3rd and 10, so that makes sense it wouldn't be, because I was so afraid they're going to do the same jet, and then inside zone the same direction. Please, no. Hitches. Yeah, that was a lot of slants with hitches. That was good. Great play. 4th and 6. Now we got to get yards. What do we call? Pass, yep. 4th and long, it's going to be passing. Shako knows that. Notice Shako's back in the nickel package for 4th and long. And they were in the last play for 3rd and long. What are they going to do, though? Oh, knocked a receiver clean over. Yeah, it was open instead. Run out of bounds. 4th down. I want to say this is the last play before half. I probably won't do anything in the second half. I think Shakopee just gets a lot of their backups in. There's not really too much to watch there. I just want to see the first half, really get the bread and butter. And there's a lot we learned from this. There's a lot of minor adjustments that Hopkins can make to make their offense a little more potent and kind of make their plays complement each other better. And mix up the form or the alignment a little bit so that, because their current alignment gives away what they're doing every time. If they went pistol, it would light years better. I should say it would be light years better for their offense. So yeah, if we had to itemize it, this is pure dedication. Thank you. Always appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, if Hopkins wanted to get better at, or not, I shouldn't say get better. If they wanted to have their scheme be a little more sound on offense, those minor things. Consider putting running back in pistol so that teams can't figure out what you're doing pre-snap. Consider when you do the jet motion fakes, if you're going to stick with jet and inside zone as your top run plays, you got to have, like we said, if jet goes this way, inside zone has to go opposite. If they both go the same way, you're leading your running back in the defense, you're going to get the kid hit and potentially hurt. And I feel like there's another thing. We talked about pistol. If they're not going to go pistol, it was the quarterback has to run. Got to consider getting the quarterback to run if you're going to be a spread offense. If you're not, like Minnetonka does, then you need to go pistol. So pick one of those two. And then the whole icing before you snap the ball, got to go with the ice. Because there's so many times you see where Hopkins has an alignment advantage over the defense, over a Shakopee defense that made the state semifinals, mind you, and they don't have the right play called. If you come up, ice, look to the sideline, do whatever whoom whoom wham you do to call plays, then you can get a good play call that matches up against what Shakopee's doing. Wyzetta does that all the time. If you watch Wyzetta film, they'll come up, they'll do the ice, they'll look over, then they call an actual play based on how the defense is aligned. It would be so much better. So those three things. Change running back alignment. Don't run inside zone to the same direction as your jet sweep. And consider doing ice. Well, go back to one. Either pistol or run the quarterback. Take your pick to fix the running back alignment. Don't do jet sweep the same direction as you do inside zone. Run plays go opposite. And then consider doing a lot more ice calls pre-snap if your O-line can handle it. And just tell them, like, hey, stay down, set hut, we're not going on hut if there's no play call. Then the quarterback comes up, he can call some kind of code signal or whatever that tells them, oh, it's a pass play, oh, it's zone right, oh, it's zone left, oh, it's jet right, jet left, and just stick with that. Then they know, boom. I think that'd be simple. That would help Hopkins a lot. If you do want to go a step beyond and run GH counter, consider backing the tight end off the line as an H back and running GH counter. How would that, let's see how that looks really fast. Go over to Hopkins. So, say we're in twins. If he's over here, can't do any more of that, the jet motion here, and then going this way, because again, he's not in position to lead block. And if he does his fake going out here, well, he's going the same direction. Now, if you're running QBGH counter here, say you get down block, down, double here, or he has to down to cover, he has a seal block, comes around as the trap, as the kick out, tight end pulls around, and tight end comes around, comes up the hole, then boom, then you have your quarterback. And that's what Minnetonka does. Have him do a counter step there, come back. Or he doesn't even need a counter step because you're doing two handoffs. Fake handoff, follow the pulling tight end, and there you go. Touchdown Hopkins. But yeah, doing it this way, I would not do that. How do we change it if we're Hopkins? If we're gonna continue to do inside zone and jet sweep as our two main plays, I know that you're running this way for inside zone because that's what side. You have tight end running back opposite. Boom. Which way are they going to go now? I don't know. It's pistol. He could go either way. Now, when you do your jet sweep motion, boom. Well, which side is the running back on? You don't know. Now the defenders on this side have to be disciplined for the jet sweep or for the inside zone. And now the guys back there are more likely to be sold on the jet sweep because they're no longer worried, oh, running back is on this side, I'm watching over here. No, running back's now pistol, You don't know which way he's going pre-snap. So yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing right there. The minor change. Go pistol, consider running the quarterback. And so what I was talking about with GH counter. Get the Y out there. Get H back here. I will put Y over here. You want X and H on the same side. So make that a little more centered. Y, Z. Now you can do a fake. And this is what I think they should really consider doing. Go out there. If you do a fake out that way, then if you want to do GH counter, like I said, down, down, down. He has a seal block. Kick out. Comes around. First man inside. Then running back can step that way as if he's lead blocking for a jet. And then come back inside and then hit the hole. And there you go. That's GH counter. If you don't feel confident about guards pulling and you want to stick with zone, well, then guess what? You can do inside zone out of this as well. All we have to do is do a fake that way. Still have the running back going this way at the snap of the ball. The handoff is going to be over here, but do what YZ does. So, well, let's get some defenders up here. We'll say an odd front because Hopkins pretty much plays everyone that does a 3-4 defense other than, Roseville Eastview, but, I digress. Whatever with those two. There. Likely your outside backer's off. This outside backer should be on. And corner, and then you get your free safety, strong safety. So what do? We double up. So we get, we have 3 great double teams here. We have double team the backer, double team the backer. And then you can either take your pick here. You can have him get straight up to the mic, and then he just kind of backfills the backside here to clip the end. I think that's better. You get 2 great double teams on Fat Men play side. You can have him come up. You can have him go hit the safety. And then you can do inside zone handoff, and there you go. There's your inside zone. Beautiful. That should be, to me, that's what Hopkins should do to fix their offense a little bit. I shouldn't say fix. Improve upon the already existing infrastructure they have. Because when you do, like I said, that play that I've spoken against many times, the whole defense is going that way with the jet motion. If you just run into that, then you're giving them all that space. Whereas if you're pistol, they don't know which way you're going pre-snap. If you are doing a jet sweep, running back can lead out that way, or you can even have him snap a little early. He goes that way, and then if you want to run inside zone back the other way, his first 2 steps can still be that way, then come back to the inside zone after the fake jet handoff. Boom. That minor tweak, and then the other one I want to talk about was the bubble. So, say we are in 12 personnel again like this. This is where icing would come in handy. If he's up here and he looks like he's blitzing, well then you can ice, come up here, ice, or whatever you want to call it, cold, freeze the defense, they're frozen, look, they see, okay, safety's 10 yards off, you have a block here, this backer is coming up to blitz, he can't help in the pass game here, then you hit him with that bubble you always fake. Then you can do fake bubble, if you really want to ice this backer here. You can have the running back come and do a handoff this side. Even, like I said, if you want the quarterback with his foot, pivot, play side, foot back, do an inside handoff, fake inside handoff right there, throw the bubble, sucked in. He freezes for a second, so the free safety can't start going this way because he's frozen on the quick little play action. And then there you go. And then you don't need to worry about picking up that backer because he's getting sold on the play action fake. 3 little fixes right there, I think would absolutely make Hopkins offense lead. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm probably not going to go more into this game. I feel like I've talked about every single thing. There's only, how many more offense plays does Shakopee have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, there's like so much space in between the Shakopee plays. 6, 7. Okay, Shakopee's backups get a lot more plays, and they run a lot more at the very end. But that's most of their JV kids that are in by that point, so I don't know. We're not going to get a whole lot of sense of their scheme, and they're going to have a lot more mistakes. So That was Shakopee versus Hopkins. If you want to see other games, let me know what you would like to see in the future. I'm more than happy to draw any of this stuff up or any other 2 teams in 6A. I got access to the 6A pool, so there's a matchup you like from last year. I don't know if I can get 2 years ago, but last year definitely. Let me know. Comment on any of the posts. Say, hey, Coach Lance, how about you watch like Centennial Edina or something like that? Let me know, and we'll watch 2 teams next week. So yeah.